Good evening and welcome to Claude and the Banstas for this Q&A. Well, anything you want to talk about, really. We're going to talk a couple of things about Arsenal, and what we'll do is we'll be guided by the chat. I've got Diesel with me tonight. Diesel, how you doing, mate? Hope you're well.
Yeah, mate, all good. Looking forward to it. And this is a stream for you guys, really. It's dedicated for you guys. Q&A. Ask us anything you want, within reason. Yeah, why not? It's just another excuse for us, to obviously spend the evening with you guys. Until 9 o'clock, that is, because obviously I'm a Celebrities On and Terry and I are massive fans.
And don't forget the eating challenge tonight, so we need to watch it, Diesel.
Exactly, mate, exactly.
Let's say hello to everyone in the chat. We've got Lone Star, DVS, Connor. Who else we got?
Unai's here. Unai's
here. Is that Perna? Perna, sorry if I pronounced that wrong. James, Sabrina, Stan Quunk is in. A. Coleman, Dario, Unai, as you just said, Arsenal Maniac, Lone Star,
Kevin Mark. Hello,
Kevin Mark, Sammy, Steve, Jarhead, Brian, Conwiz, Daniel. Hope you're all well. So let's get it started quickly. Let's start.
James Dunlop. Come on, James.
MS Hussein, George's in the house, Tom. Thank you very much all for coming over. Really appreciate it. Let's get started with obviously today's biggest fraud news. Apparently, Eriksen may be in a swap deal with Xhaka. What's your thoughts on that, Diesel?
Well, I'll give my thoughts to Gio first. Gio, I'm a cheeky chappy, mate. You know what I mean? They can't be angry at me for long. For that cheeky smile, and then they start, they forgive me. Yeah, listen, when I heard this, right, I thought, nah, surely not. Paper talk. But then, do you know what? The more I think about it, the more I read into it, the story could have legs. No, right? Because since he's gone to Milan, he's not really had a look in, and obviously he wants to play games. I actually rate him, right? I do rate him. I think he's a good player, Eriksen. I would swap you for Xhaka. That's how much I can't stand Xhaka, right? So yeah. Listen, it's hard, right? Because he's a good player, but if you want my honest opinion, right, I went off him when he was at Spurs because I saw the way he was in that last season, right? He couldn't be bothered, He didn't want to be there, right? And you know what? For me, I'm old school with this. Like the clues in the title. You know what I mean? These guys are professional footballers, right? And you know what? The way he played, his body language, you could tell he just wasn't on it, right? He's a lot better than what he showed in that last season, right? And for me, I can't stand players with down tools, right? You know that. You know this, I cannot stand it. I think it's the ultimate disrespect, yeah, right? You've got a responsibility to the fans and to the club. Your employers, right? You know what I mean? These guys you pay, right? So whether you want to be there or not, I understand if you wanted to go elsewhere and the club didn't allow you, I get all that. But when you're on that pitch, you have a duty of care, right? So that's how I look at it. So to see him down tools, and let's be honest, he did, right? That's really put me off him, if I'm honest. But if you was to ask me, would I do it? For me, the sweetener in the deal is Xhaka going. Yeah. So because of that, I'm going to go against myself a little bit slightly. I'm going to say, if it's based on that deal, getting Xhaka out, yes. That aside, no. I think we can get it better.
For me, Diesel, listen, at the end of the day, is he an upgrade on Xhaka? Definitely, without a shadow of that, anyone is, according to our eyes anyway, let's be honest. But for me, I would rather sell him for how much we can get and then spend that money elsewhere wisely. For me personally, I think there's a lot better players out there, especially, I mean, look, how long have I been saying this for, Diesel? Grealish is coming into his own at the minute. Oh. You know what I mean? Let's try and get some funds back and try and go out and get, go and get someone like him. What do we want? Another, let's be honest, another player that's been at another Premiership club that has sort of half done it, half not done it. Some people would say, you know what I mean, he's down tools or whatever, do you know what I mean? Under different managers, you don't know. But at the moment, the hot property out there is someone like Jack Grealish. Let's you know what I mean? Let's just sell him, try and recoup some money, and let's try and go for someone like him. That's my thoughts personally, Diesel.
Do you know what, right? You know what I'm going to say to you now, yeah? Right? You know me, Tel. I'm one of them. I'm if I'm wrong about something, listen, I'll hold my hands up. Right? Yeah. I've said so many times on this stream, I don't rate Grealish. I don't see it. Right? Yeah. Big fish in a small pond. I don't think he would hack it at a bigger club. And I've always gone for John McGinn. I love John McGinn. I think it's so underrated. It's untrue. But the more I watch Grealish, Tel, the more I watch him, right? For me personally, he carried that team last season, right? I know they beat relegation literally on the very last day of the season, right? For me, a lot of that was down to him. That's one man doing it, right? And I always make the comparison, you know, when people try and talk to me, give me some nonsense about Ozil. And I'm like, look at Grealish in a team like that, right? And he carries them weekly, right? If he can do it, why can't Ozil? Yeah, but that's another debate, right? The more I watch Grealish, the more I think, do you know what? He's proved me wrong. He has. You know, even for England, you know, those two games, you just watch him, you know, and he just, the skill he's got, the confidence, you know, the way he plays, very creative. And you know what? Do you know what? If there's a chance that he's available, I would take a punt, Tel. I would take a punt. You know, I'd love to see him at a bigger club. And I think he would slot into our team, you know, I mean, really nicely. You know, it'll be that missing link, right? Yeah. People will go on about aouar, you know, good player. But do you know what? The way I'm looking at it now with this club, right? No more of this. Let's take a chance on a foreigner, no matter how good he is. You know, let's see if all this. They need time to adapt, right? Sod all that, right? Let's get Premier League proven players. We need to do it now, Tel. Right? We ain't got all this time to adapt all that rubbish, right? Jack Grealish is doing it now. He's doing the business in this league, right? Go and get him. So I'm saying, go and get him, right? And he can slot in, Tel, and he can start doing the business for us from day dot. Rather than, he needs a season to fit in, all that crap, right? So, yeah, I'm with you, mate. I'll take Grealish in a heartbeat. I'll take Grealish and McGinn. Now, for me, that's ambition. Yeah.
No, listen, I mean, you know, McGinn's a great midfielder and all. Just by the way, Spain's just taken the lead. I've got this on the background. Spain, I've just missed the goal who scored. It looks like Morata has scored for Spain, and it's 1-0, I think. Corner comes in, goes back post. Yeah, good header. Spain are winning 1-0.
Sorry, yeah, I just saw that message. SA Forza, thank you, mate. Hope you're good. Yeah, he's put greetings, Diesel. And also Unai. See, this is what I'm saying, Tel. This is, you know, we talk about class, right? Unai knows you don't like him, yeah. But yet he will still look. He still shows a bit of class. As much as you give me grief, Tel, I've noticed you've recently hit 28,000 subs. Big up yourself, Claude and Diesel. Fair play, Unai.
Fair play. What can I say? Listen, it's only down to them two. It's nothing to do with me. I don't want no part of that. Claude and Diesel are the two main men on this program.
No, come on, man. No, three of us, mate. Three of us or nothing.
No, exactly. You know what I mean? No, thank you very much anyway. I mean, you're always in here, Unai Emery, you know what I mean? And I do give you a bit of stick. Thank you for always coming in and tuning in, mate. What can I say? It's just my opinion, mate. It's just my opinion.
Sorry, boys, can I just disturb you a minute? Yeah.
Hello, Claude. Hello.
I want to make an announcement to everyone on here. We're going to cut down a lot of the moderators on here because there's someone who's not been very nice and cutting people off for no reason. So if you are a moderator and you've been cut off, it's because we're just taking precautions at the moment. Okay. Thank you. All right. Cheers, boys. Sorry to disturb your show,
mate.
Okay.
How dare you, Claude? How dare you? Oh, bless him.
Oh yeah, I lost my train of thought there. What was he saying?
I was talking about mods.
Oh, right, yeah, mods. Yeah. Unfortunately, yeah, there's been a little bit of bad taste going on in the background. People have been getting blocked for no reason. So what we've done is we've cut back on the mods at the moment just to see what happens, and what we do is we'll go from there. So it's a joint decision between all three of us. It ain't just one of us making a decision. It's all three of us that's come up with that decision, like I said. So unfortunately, we've had to bring a lot of people back that's been banned for no reason. So hopefully they will come back to the stream. So there you go.
Yeah, listen, I spent just to touch on that, right? I spent a good hour today unblocking some of our regulars, right, who have caused us no trouble, no offence or anything at all. They're in here all the time, right? When we decide on mods, yeah, I just want you guys to know, because I've had a couple of messages, right? We don't decide mods on who our favourites are in the chat. You know, we don't really have favourites. You know, we've got regulars, yeah? Right? My idea of a mod is someone who's in here, in this stream from start to finish, yeah? So that when we do get abuse, right, whether it be me, Terry or Claude, right, mods for me is a really important job, right? Because you guys have got our back, right? Yeah. What we can't have and what we don't want are people who are mods who are here for about 5 minutes and then they go off, whether it be to another channel or whatever, right? That's not a problem. Do what you're doing, yeah? But we need mods here to keep an eye on the chat, so that when we get abuse, you're on hand to obviously sort it out. No point being if you're never here. It's as simple as that. But
and just to touch on that, obviously, we try, me and Diesel, obviously try and be there as much as we can. Do you know what I mean? But obviously, we've got other things going on with families and work and God knows what. That sometimes, unfortunately, we can't make it. So that's why we rely on our mods to help us out, especially with Claude. Do you know what I mean? In the morning show, when he sometimes has to do it on his own, we need a mod, like Diesel just said, that will be there from start to finish. So, you know, but yeah, just moving on for that. David, Bandas, it's my birthday today. Happy birthday, mate. Only looked 21 when I see you on the member stream the other day, so you're looking really good, mate. That Orval Ule is working well.
A vino cream.
So keep it up, mate, and I hope you're having a good birthday. I mean, it's got to be morning still over there, isn't it, in Australia? So you've got all day to celebrate your birthday, mate. Have a few cans on us.
That's right.
And, yeah, we'll see you soon on the member stream, mate. Monday coming. We'll have a little birthday greeting for you.
Exactly. Have a good one, Dave. Have a good one, mate. Enjoy it.
The other little bit of news we're going to bring up today, obviously, just before we go on to questions from the chat, is that obviously El Nini has tested positive for COVID-19. Diesel.
Cheers, Charles. Yeah. yeah. I don't know what to make of it, till, do you?
No.
I saw an article about it. That he's got it. So obviously, what's that? 2 weeks in isolation. So what I don't understand is this, right? What I don't understand is obviously he would have been, you know, obviously. What about the other players? He would have been in and around the Arsenal players, right? Very, very recently, wouldn't it? So I just don't get how that works. I don't get how it works, you know. But listen, they make the rules, they change the rules week in, week out. I can't keep up with it, mate. If he's got it, he's got it. You know, good luck to him. I hope he beats it. I hope he's, you know, he's all right, and obviously he recovers and not showing any symptoms. It's as much as I can say, if I'm honest. This whole thing for me is a bit of a. There's more going on than what meets the eye. But like I said earlier on, that's a totally different stream. They're gone. You know what I mean?
MN, thank you very much for the comment. It said, "Hey Diesel, Terry, Claude, congratulations for reaching 28k. Absolutely brilliant. We honestly, all three of us can't thank you enough. Obviously, you're doing exactly what we're asking, and that's helping the channel grow by liking, sharing, and subscribing, getting the word out there. Honestly, we really appreciate it, and it's the road to 30k, Diesel.
Yeah, do you know what? The way it's going, Tel, if I'm honest, not being egotistical, but the way it's going, we're going to piss that. But as soon as we get to 30k, then obviously it's the road to 35. And let's keep building. I mean, guys, you guys watching in the chat, right? Let's be honest. We were stuck on 21.5k for months and months and months, right?
Yeah.
And it got to a point where we thought, what are we doing wrong here? We must be doing something wrong. I just don't get it. Because you see other channels growing, and I personally believe that this is one of the best channels on YouTube, if not the. Yeah, biased, I know, but end of the day, you can't buy chemistry, can you? Then all of a sudden, Tel, in the last couple of months, let's be honest, it's just blown. Yeah. And obviously a lot of that, it just goes to show hard work does pay off. We get comments all the time from people, oh, Diesel, Terry, Claude, I'm thinking of starting a channel. Like, what's your advice? Yeah, we've not been doing it for long, Tel, so we're not exactly connoisseurs, are we? But one thing we do say is, just stick at it. Don't give it a month and think, oh, I'm not growing. Sod it, I'm going to leave it.
Exactly.
Just be consistent and just keep going. You get out what you put in. That goes for anything in life. Just keep on and on and on and produce the content and listen to your people. I cannot stand, just very quickly, I cannot stand other channels who do not interact with their chat room. I cannot stand other channels who get super chats and they can't even be bothered to read them out. Really pisses me off, right? Especially in these hard times, right, with what's going on. Yeah, have some respect, read out people's comments, and especially read out their super chats. Simple as that.
Zane, thank you for your super chat. I don't know why it's echoing. Zane, he said, did you see they let fans back in channel? Did you see that they will let fans back in channel? Will you do fan cams?
Did you see they will let fans back in channel? Will you do fan cams? Oh, I think so. Yeah, I think what Zane's saying is when fans are eventually allowed back in, are we going to start doing fan cams?
Well, I think we will start doing something like that. But what we would do, obviously, another channel has sort of got they do that sort of side of it. I think what we will do is do it from individual people on here, sort of thing, where we get fans on and they can give us their thoughts and their rants via the link that we give to you on StreamYard instead. So instead of people doing it from the stadium, we would do it, the people that can't get to the stadium and that are in other countries that would like their say. So I think we will trying to go down that road, Diesel.
Yeah, although it would be funny though, wouldn't it? Can you imagine if we actually went to the game and after it was like two piles? It's like, right, who do you want to go to? You either go to that lot over there or you go to Claude and the Banstas over there. Be interesting to see how many we did get. I'm not saying we'd obviously, get as many as them, of course not. But yeah, listen, I'm ambitious, mate. I'm one of them. I'll try anything once. But yeah, look, Zane, you're right. Fan cams. Yeah, why not? Why not? Because we look, there's 250 people watching, right? The other day, as you probably saw, and anyone who's not seen it, please watch it. Terry and Lee Gunner having a debate. So obviously Terry Arteta in, Lee Arteta out. Yeah. So we focus on both, irrespective of what our opinions are and what we believe. We always get both sides and both aspects on this channel. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So let's be honest, it's not a biased channel, Tel, is it? We look at every avenue. We get people on no matter what they believe, right? So, but yeah, fan cams are the way forward, mate. That's what I'm trying to say.
DVS, thank you for your super chat. He said, you guys think we missed out on James Rodriguez? Diesel?
No. Big up DVS. That'd be good, mate. That'd be good. I don't think he's all that, mate, if I'm honest. He's had a good start to Everton. He's like an Ozil for me. He flatters to deceive. He's a luxury. Look, he started off well, but for me, the test for him, can he carry it on? Right? Can he carry on? Because if he goes off the boil, then obviously that start of the season that counts for nothing, does it? I don't know. I've never really rated him. Listen, he off the back of that World Cup he had. Let's be honest. It opened a lot of doors for him. And every time I've seen him play, I just don't see it. I don't see it. He's like an Ozil for me. I'd rather have him over Ozil. Don't get me wrong, but they're sort of similar type players. They're just luxuries, mate. They're luxuries. So I think we can get much better.
Sorry, Stanley, how you doing, mate? Hope the job's going well, mate.
Stanley.
Hope the job's going well. Listen, look, he's got a new job and he's forgot about me, Diesel. He don't message me no more. He don't talk to me. Do you know what I mean? I don't know what he's doing lately. Do you know what I mean? Because he's got a new job. He's got new friends now. Do you know what I mean, Diesel? He doesn't want to know us anymore. I'm only joking, Stan. I hope you're going well, mate. And look forward to having you back on soon. And just while Stan's on, obviously, we have another person on from New York, Glenn. Big up, Glenn. Anyone that hasn't seen his video, please go and have a look at it. It is absolutely well worth 8 minutes of your time to give it a watch of the last 8 days of the games, from the Man United game to the Aston Villa game. It's a really good little preview. Fantastic, isn't it, Diesel?
Oh, listen, Glenn, do you know what, guys, right? You guys watching, yeah? Right? I'm one of those people. I love characters. I just love characters. I love people who are just off the cuff, right? And Glenn's definitely one of them. I just find it very, everyone has their own acquired taste. There's certain things I can't watch because I just find it boring. Very mundane, robotic, monotonous and all that. Glenn, let's be honest, when he's on a stream with us, we're excited, aren't we? Because we know, you just don't know which way Glenn's going to go. He's all calm, level 5, and then all of a sudden, bang, level 10, he just spikes up. He's one of them. But he's a character, and I love characters, mate. So, yeah, if you guys are like that and, you like to watch entertainment, and plus he knows his stuff as well, yeah, give it a watch. Go and watch him. Go and watch him. Top bloke, Glenn. Really nice guy.
Exactly. Zane, with the super chat, he said, we should have got Luis Suarez a short term from Barcelona. We should have got him in the first place, Zane. Imagine if we got him that season when we put a bid in, Diesel. How do you think we would have done that season?
We'd have won the league, mate. I've always said that. If we'd have got him, I think what was it? I think what was it, 60, wasn't it? If we'd have gone in with a £60 million bid, right? Just pay the money. Suarez was killing it at Liverpool, Till. He was killing it, right? Not just his goals, his work rate. He's like a Sanchez. They just don't stop working, Till. They don't stop working, right? And do you know what? He was the missing piece at the time. If we'd have just paid that extra money, right, that extra 5-10 million, I generally, hand on heart, I think we would have won the league if we got him. I do. I believe that. But for the sake of like 10 million, we've lost that on a Premier League. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, exactly.
We're tight. Do you know what I mean? Nah.
I don't know. I mean, it's ridiculous. Why on earth we made ourselves look muppets, didn't we? As a club, to be honest, in a bit of, excuse me, just a penny over. Do you know what I mean? It's just ridiculous. But
big up, Arnie.
Arsenal, man. The other day in your debate with Lee, I was totally against Terry on the topic, but pretended to bro Arteta because I wanted to back you guys. It was painful. Thanks, mate. It's not a problem.
I noticed that, I noticed Arsenal, man, because I saw the comments, so I was putting them up in the background. And I'll see some of this, and I was thinking, hang on a minute, that's not the Manic I know. The Manic I know can't stand him, Arteta. But look, mate, loyalty. You know what I mean? I like that, man. I'm a fan of that. So, yeah, fair play to you, Manic. Fair play, mate.
Thank you very much, mate. I appreciate that. Look, at the end of the day, do you know what I mean? It was a good debate. What I wanted out of it was, as you know, everybody that watches our show every week, Diesel and Claude will tell you, what I wanted out of it is just to get that word to say that obviously what I've been campaigning for, and that is that Arteta, on paper and in the history books, will always go down as a better manager than Emery. And the Emery cult, they just wouldn't come out of it. But Lee actually come out of it to big him up and said that, yes, he is. On paper, is. Hold up, Spain, 2-0. 2-0 Spain, good crossing. And another, oh no, header come off the crossbar, bang, straight in the corner. Good goal. Spain 2, Germany 0. That's a result at the moment, Diesel.
Yeah. It's. I'm not really a fan of international football,
Oh my!
When it's the World Cup, right, or the Euros, yeah. Listen, don't get me wrong. I'm on it. I'm bang on it. I love the World Cup. You know, is it what 3-4 games a day? I watch all of them. I love it. But when it's games like this, nah, not for me.
Zane, thank you for your super chat, mate. He said 70 million people. 70 million Pepe, who is good, but we don't spend it on Suarez. Also, I can't believe we missed out on Ziyech.
Yeah.
Diesel?
Yeah, listen, do you know what the funny thing is, Zane, right? Hakim Ziyech loves Arsenal. Actually came out, right? Look it up. Came out and actually said, my dream club is Arsenal, right? My dream club. Now, when you hear that tell from a player, like especially a baller like Hakim Ziyech, well, not only a baller, again, he's another one who works hard, right? Works hard on the ball, works hard off the ball, right? He's not a luxury, he's a worker, right? But he's a baller at the same time. When a player like that, of that caliber, or as Del Boy would say, a player of that caliber, right, comes out and says, my dream club is the Arsenal. I'm sorry, I've never known more of a green light. That is a green light. That is Israel saying, Arsenal, I want to come to you, come and get me. And as per usual, Tel, we miss out yet again. And now, look how he's playing for Chelsea lately, the last few games. He's been brilliant. Do you know what I'm saying? So, there you go, mate. I'd rather have taken Ziyech over Pepe. And I do like Pepe, and big up Justice as well. Another one, real one. You know what, mate?
Yeah, exactly. No, exactly, mate. Look, at the end of the day, let's be honest, over the last sort of 12, 14 years since Wenger started going on the downward spiral, how many players have we missed out on, Diesel? Too many to count.
Do you know what? We need to do a stream on that, right? We're going to do a stream. And I'm going to say this in front of everyone, 252 people watching, right? You heard it here first. So if anyone hears this and nicks our idea and does it, you know it was us who mentioned it, right? Because I have been thinking about that, Tel. We need to do a stream at some point and base that stream, right? If we did an 11 of the players we could have signed, but didn't. And I'll give you two straight away. Messi and Ronaldo. 3, Zlatan.
Zlatan, yeah.
You won't watch the stream, but yeah.
Zlatan too, exactly. Yeah, no,
that's away,
a good shout. We will definitely do that in a couple of weeks' time. We'll definitely get that sorted out, and we'll do that. All the players that we could have signed. Don't forget Kante. What's his name? The defender from Bolton to Chelsea.
Gary Cahill.
We could have had him. He wanted to come to us. It was all lined up. Yeah, some of these players that we needed over the years, you know what I mean? And we didn't go out and get them. It's just ridiculous, mate. Absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah. No, exactly, mate. Exactly. There's loads. There's loads, mate. It's not just an 11. We could do a 25-man squad. Let's be honest. But yeah.
Wow, if that's true, Anthony, what about this, Diesel? He said, Terry, did you hear that Flamini wants to buy Arsenal FC? He's worth 14 billion. What's your thoughts, Diesel, on it, Terry and Diesel?
Yeah, do you know what? This come up in the stream that Claude did earlier on. Big up Claude's stream earlier on, by the way. Go and watch that, guys. Really good. But yeah, that come up, and when I read that about he's worth 14, I thought it was a typo. I thought he meant million. So I know he's something about is it petroleum energy or something? Yeah. And obviously it's blew up. It's taken off, and he's a multi-millionaire. Millionaire now, tongue twister. But then when everyone was putting billion, and I thought no, surely not, right? And in my head, I'm thinking, if he's worth 14 billion, come and buy us.
Exactly.
Where are you? Do you know what I'm saying? But listen, don't be fooled. Just because he's an ex-player, right? Don't get it twisted. I don't think he's going to come buy us and he's going to make us. Because you know what I mean? He probably won't, right? like I said, I want somebody who who's got no affiliation with Arsenal. So I want someone to come in and just not get suckered in by the emotional attachment to the club. Do you know what I mean? I want someone harsh, ruthless to come in and who's got the ambition to take us back to where we should be. Yeah. If that's him, great. If it's not, don't want him.
Yeah. Just before I 3-0 Spain now. 3-0.
Oh,
bloody hell. They're absolutely flying at the minute. Listen, at the end of the day, if he's got that sort of money, then I'd say hurry up and bloody buy the club. You know what I mean? Let's get Stan Kroenke out. Surely he can't do a worse job than what he's done. Do you know what I mean? So I'm sure that every Arsenal fan would take anyone at the moment. Saying, yeah, we did see that, mate. He said, did you see the Eriksen link to Arsenal? We talked about that at the beginning, mate. I think it's a bit of bullshit, really, just paper talk again. Like I said, for me, I'd rather try and sell Xhaka, get a bit of money in, and we need to go for great players like Grealish. For me, I'd love to get him in. That's what I said earlier. I don't know what you said quickly, Diesel.
Yeah, no, I'm all for Grealish. I've done a massive U-turn on him, on Grealish. So yeah, listen, he's tried and tested. He's Premier League proven. He's ready to go now. So do you know what? Why not? My worry is he's gonna go for big money, and if he keeps on playing the way he is, I'm expecting a Man City. Not so much a Liverpool. I think Man City, Man United. I can imagine either of those two getting him next and just chucking loads of money at it. Aston Villa are well within their rights to say you want him, 80 million, 80, not a penny less, because we don't need to sell him. You want him. Right, and as soon as you start talking about figures like that, we're out of it. Let's be honest, we're out of it. So, yeah, nice dream, but unlikely, mate. Unlikely.
No, exactly. Let's see what we've got in the chat then. Everyone, get your questions in, and any topics you want us to talk about or cover. Let's have a look what we've got.
Very quickly, sorry, I just see that message from Delwyn. Delwyn.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. No worries, mate. No worries. Listen, nothing's aimed at you or anyone else. Just got a few issues behind the scenes, mate. Right. So no one take that as a dig. It's nothing like that. We just need to find out what's going on. All right. So yeah, I had no idea about mental health issues, mate. I didn't know you were suffering from that. So my apologies. And obviously we talk a bit, Delwyn, on Twitter anyway, mate. So if you need me, I'm here. Yeah. All right. Let's just get that clear. All right.
Exactly, mate. We're all here, and like Diesel said, you know what I mean. Our inbox is always open, mate. But you're one of the ones who's been with us since the beginning. So what we've done is restrict it right back to the beginning, basically. And the ones that have been in from the beginning are basically, you know what I mean, are going to take us forwards at the moment, and we're going to see what's been going on behind the scenes.
Yeah.
What are the questions coming in? Let's have a look. DVS, sorry. Oh, sorry, mate.
Oh, sorry, go on.
Go on.
Quickly
read that one out, Diesel.
Yeah, Jamie Robertson. Jamie, hope you're good, mate. Don't worry, Diesel. In about 10 years' time, we will get Timo Werner and Ziyech as Arsenal as the Chelsea player retirement home. You know what, mate? Let's be honest, he ain't wrong, is he?
DVS, he said, what came first, Diesel, the chicken or the egg?
God, the amount of people who ask me this. Chicken.
But how did the chicken get here?
Exactly. What would you say to that?
I don't know, because there's good arguments on both, isn't there, really? The thing is, the chicken's got to come from an egg, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's only a chicken that can produce an egg. So what, you're stumped either way, yeah.
Listen, we're not going to have a debate about that one.
I'm going to ask Claude, and whoever Claude goes with, it'll be 2-on-1. So yeah, we'll find out.
Bertrand, how you doing, mate? He's saying, Terry Diesel, would you guys take, is it Fakir?
Fakir, Nabil Fakir. Big up, Bertrand. You know what, Bertrand, right? If you'd asked me that a year ago, I would have said yes, because I do think he's a good player. I just think we just need to change strategy now at this club, and I want us to start buying players who are ready now and don't need time to adapt. Premier League proven players. So, for example, we mentioned Jack Grealish. Go and get him. Go and get him. You know. So yeah, for me, it's all about the players in this league now. Right, we've got gems in this league, and we keep going abroad and looking over. You know what I mean? Fakir, look at Lacazette. You know, doing the business at Lyon. He comes here. Let's be honest, he ain't all that, is he? If we're honest, you know, let's get players. I'm not a fan of Zaha, right? I'm not a fan of Zaha, but I can see why Emery wanted him. I can see why. So he wants a player who's ready now, who can do it now. You know, no more of this waiting crap. Let's you know what I mean? Tried and tested players who are ready to go now.
Yeah. I think the same with you, Peter, to be honest. It's Jack Grealish. I'd rather him. I'd rather someone that's in the Premiership at the moment, and especially who's going to run for at least 95 minutes. That's the players I want. You know what I mean? Who wants to put a shift in, and we'll put a shift in for the manager in nearly every game. What's that? Diesel, go and read it out, mate.
Oh wow, La Cosa Nostra. Diesel. I met Nicholas Lyndhurst. Anyone who doesn't know, that is Rodney from Fools and Horses. I met Nicholas Lyndhurst end of last year in central London. He was performing at one of the theatres. We sat down and had a coffee. He speaks the Queen's English better than the Queen. You know what, right? I was absolutely gobsmacked, right? When because I like watching. I love watching behind the scenes and like the outtakes and stuff like that. Yeah. I love watching. I like seeing how it's made and yeah. And when you hear him speak, like Marlene, for example, you will not find anyone more posh than Marlene, right? And yet, when you watch her in it, she's the most common bird, right? You could ever. Do you know what I mean? Honestly, absolute the talent these guys are. How they're not bigger, right, than what they are. And I think a lot of it's typecast. I get that, but I tell the talent in that show,
It was a script more than anything too, wasn't it? I mean, obviously you've got the characters and
comedy timing. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. I mean, you
chemistry.
Just that in.
That's the new buzzword, isn't it? Chemistry.
Chemistry.
What we got. They had chemistry. Chemistry.
Yeah, it was brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant, mate. Terry London, how you doing, mate? Hope you well. Terry and Diesel. I want Lacazette and aubameyang out. They are holding us back. We will be playing the same boring football until we change it up front. What do you think of that, Diesel?
Lacazette, yes. I'm surprised we didn't sell him in the summer, if I'm honest, because we can still get money, a decent amount of money from him. Terry, you know what, mate? It's funny you say that, Mr. London, because I don't see many people. I've said it, and I've got some filters for it on social media. But I'm with you with aubameyang, mate. Since he signed his new contract, he's just not. He's not on it. But you can't dare say anything about aubameyang, because obviously he's the fans' favourite. Personally, no one's bigger than the club, and I'll keep quoting Kenny Ken, big up Kenny. The club is the star, and that is such a true saying. It is. Mm-hmm. You know, no player is bigger than the club. But also, Terry's knocking on. Do you know what? I look at Timo. I wanted Timo Werner. He, for me, would have been a perfect replacement for Lacazette. Right, can play on either flank. Down the middle, he's quick, he's rapid as you like, right? He's an all-rounder, he can do a bit of everything, and he's a class player. And yet it kills me that Chelsea got him, and for the price they got him for, they didn't exactly have to break the bank.
Yeah.
Says it all, doesn't it? But gone. Yeah.
No, I don't know what I don't know why it's making that noise. Can you hear it?
No.
It must just be mine then. Yeah, for me, Lacazette, look, I've been saying for the last year or so, I mean, I think I would get rid of him. We paid £50 million for him to be a striker for Arsenal, and he ain't scoring the goals. He hasn't done it. Let's be honest. You know, £50 million for a striker should be scoring at least 20, 25 goals for us each year. Let's be honest. I know at the moment, our forward play and the service ain't that great, but before all of that, I mean, he's been here how long now? 3 years, is it, Diesel? 3 years? 4 years nearly?
Yeah, 3 years, I think. 3 years.
3 years, do you know what I mean?
3 years.
he just hasn't done it for us. So, I mean, me personally, I would have rather have tried to do a swap deal with Partey with a little bit of money or anything like that. You know what I mean? To get rid of Lacazette and then try and get someone else in. That's what I'd have rather have done. Aubameyang, at the moment, for me, obviously, yeah, I did want to keep him. I think we should still keep him. He's been great for us, and at the moment, he's going through a little bit of a purple patch. You know, that's not going to last forever. Let's be honest. But hopefully, you know, we haven't been playing that great. Let's hope it turns round and we start playing now. Do you know what I mean? Because we haven't hit a little bit of a run yet, have we, this season at all? You know what I mean? You know, other teams have. We've sort of been ducking and diving and sort of having bad games and a good game or whatever. We haven't got going yet in my eyes. We haven't started yet.
Nah, to be honest, no one has really, mate. No one's really put a proper run together. You know, listen, do you know what the thing is, right? Although it's a really weird season and there's a lot of freak results going on, I do think at some point, the season will settle and things will get back to the norm, right? And the usual suspects will be up there. You know, so as much as we're seeing some weird stuff going on at the moment, I do think, you know, very, very soon, Tel, it will come to a point where things are going to settle down and it's going to, you know, revert back to type. Yeah. You know, I mean, at the moment, it's anybody's. Let's be honest, it's anybody's. You know what I'm saying?
No, exactly.
You know,
Diesel, give me. I'm just going to jump in and jump out and jump back in because there's something going on with my thing. I just want to get rid of it. It's getting on my nerves.
Yeah, go on, mate. No worries. Right, I'm on my own, guys. Go easy on me. Yeah, go easy on me. Who's that? TH14 have a role at Arsenal. Is that Thierry Henry? Yes, it is. DVS, you know what, right? We go on all the time about Arsenal were a very classy club, right? And I believe that when we was at Highbury, we were. Since we've been at the Emirates, I don't think we have. This was a man who's widely regarded as our greatest ever player, yeah? He was working in the backroom staff on the coaching staff. He was working for free, right? Think that a minute, right? Think about that, for free, right? But because he was critical of the players, Wenger outed him, right? Wenger outed him. This is a man who won Wenger so many games, club legend, and I believe Henry loves Arsenal. I do agree with that, right? But because he's honest, yeah. I'm sorry, you've got someone like Thierry Henry in the backroom staff. I don't know any youngster who's not looking at Thierry thinking, I listen to him. Who's he? What does he know? Right? Any youngster who wants to make it in the game looks over there and sees Thierry Henry. Trust me, they will listen to anything that man says because he's been there, done it, won it. It's as simple as that. Right? Get him back. So, yes.
David has said, Diesel, have you pre-recorded an Arteta has been sacked video yet? Laugh out loud.
Yeah, I did it about 2 months ago, Dave. It's ready, mate. It's ready. Claude's told me to hold on to it for the meantime. But yeah, it's fireworks, mate. You're gonna love it. And by the looks of it, David, it won't be long, mate, before I can put it on the channel. So yeah. Just hold tight, yeah? Hold tight. Yeah.
Go to football. That's a great thing. I'd love that. He said, sell Xhaka, Lacazette, get 50 million, add 30 million for Grealish.
Yeah.
Totally. I'd go for that, Diesel.
Yeah. It's not only that, right? What I like about Grealish as well, it's not just what he does on the box, it's how he works. He's not a luxury. You know, when you see Ozil as a passenger, right? We have to carry him, right? Villa don't carry Grealish. Grealish carries Villa.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? He works. If you watch him, I admit I was so wrong about Grealish. I was, you know, I'm man enough to say that. Right? He's proved me wrong. I watch him now. He doesn't stop. He doesn't stop, Tel. He is forever running. He gets he's the most foul player in the Premier League. He's only been in 5 minutes. Do you know what I mean? He's a very intelligent player. You know, he knows how to get a free kick in a dangerous area. Do you know what I'm saying? And if I'm honest, what I like about Grealish, right, the more I watch him, the more I think, do you know what, he's a bit of a bastard. And I like that. He's got an edge to him, isn't he? you look at him and he looks like a little boy. He's skinny as you like, socks down there. You think, but you know what? He gives as good as he gets.
Yeah,
I'll give him that. I'll give him that. You know, so yeah. All
do
day
you know
long.
what? Doing it again. Can you hear that or not?
No, I can't. No.
I don't know why it's doing that. I don't know what's going on tonight. But do you know what I like about him and all is that he's one of them players that dips in and dips out. He's one of them ones that, you know what I mean, will fire someone up. Do you remember, like, was it last season or season before? And then a player come up behind him and digged him in the back of the head and he just fell on the floor, got himself up, you know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what I love about him, you know what I mean? And that's what we need. We need what people say, do you know what I mean? A dickhead or a bastard in the team. Do you know what I mean?
We'll take that comment off before Claude sees it. He gets upset. Cheers, Terry London, mate. Big. Oh, bless. But you know what, right? I've seen bigger and stronger players, right, than Grealish. And obviously it doesn't happen so much now, but back in the day, you know, if you wanted to mark a play, you know, it was always the most, you know, the club's talisman. First minute, the manager would say, right, you know, get a tackle in on him, you know, hurt him, right? Make sure he knows you're there, right? And so I've seen so many opposing teams do that, for example, to Ozil, right? Just give him a little, you know, first minute, a little knock, a little, you know, kick on the ankle or whatever, just to let him know, look, I'm here, right? Yeah. I'm on you today. I'm on you. I'm not leaving your side today, right? And a lot of players, they shy away. And you know, you don't see them for the rest of the game because they're scared or, oh, God, stop that, right? They do it. I've seen players do it to Grealish. Grealish says, coming in, right? So Messi's like that, isn't he? Messi's like that. I've seen Messi get kicked, punched, barged, this, that, the other. Don't moan. Gets up, gets on with it, does it again. Gets up, does it again. Gets up. And that's Grealish is like that. I'm telling you now, the punishment he takes, and he doesn't hide. I love that. So I can't praise him enough, mate. Go on.
No, exactly. I don't know why I'm doing this. Just speak a minute, Dave. I'm just going to try and sort this out, mate. And do
man, no, it's gone. Connor Mo, thank you, mate, for the super chat. Much appreciated, bruv. Would you take Boateng in January? Big up, you guys. Thank you, mate. I'm assuming you're on about Jerome Boateng, the German centre off. No, I wouldn't, mate. If I'm honest with you, it goes back again to what I'm saying about players in other leagues. I'll tell you who I would take though. Players abroad-wise, Konate, Ibrahima Konate, RB Leipzig. So Upamecano's partner. I actually think Konate is a better centre half than Upamecano. I do. I generally do think that. I would take him. But you know what? In this league, I'd be looking at Luiz Dunk. I've been banging that drum for God knows how long. I like Connor Cody. I'd go for either of those two. Luiz Dunk, I think at a bigger club would shine and prosper. So I'd go for Dunk, mate. But cheers, Connor. Thank you, mate. Poltergeist Terry. Yeah. Well, man's a ghost.
I hope I've done it now. Can anyone? It sounds better. I don't know what it was, but
yeah, that sounds better, mate.
Right.
Grealish equals Wilshere with no injury. I think Grealish is better, mate.
At the moment, it does seem like that.
I just think he's got more to his game.
Do you know what it is with Grealish? Like I said to you, it's his engine. I love it. He just from the time that whistle goes when kickoff is to the time that whistle goes at the end of the game, he is running non-stop, and that's what I want, people.
But you know what, right? You know what I'd say, right? And you guys in the chat, let me know if you agree with this, right? What I like as well, you know why I think Grealish plays like that as well? Because he's got such a massive family connection with that club. Do you know what I'm saying? That is his club. That's the club he supported as a boy. I think his granddad played for them, or his great-granddad played for Villa back in the day, years ago. So it's obviously it's a club that's close to his heart. And let's be honest, Tel, at the moment, he is Villa. He is Mr. Aston Villa, right? And I'll go back again. You know, I think that makes a big difference. So when I talk about Zaha, when Emery wanted him, right? Although I'm not a fan of Zaha,
No.
I like the idea of players, of us getting players who actually support Arsenal. You know, I just think, you know, it just gives an extra 10, 15% motivation to, do you get what I mean? Because, you know, that must be the stuff of dreams, to play for the club you supported as a boy.
Yeah.
You don't get better than that. What a dream. You know, so there is something in that for me. But yeah, we're gone.
No, I totally get where you're coming from, mate. What else we got here? Diesel, Cody at Arsenal, but it's unlikely. Who knows?
Yeah, it's a good player, Cody. Very good player. Very good player.
Mm.
But you know what, mate? Do you know what, guys, in the chat? In my opinion, we've possibly got a right good centre half under our nose. You know, Saliba.
Yeah.
You know, do you know what I'm saying? It's you know, we're talking about centre halves. Oh, would you get in? Would you buy in? Would you? And I'm looking at it, and I'm thinking, do you know what? We talking about all this. We could potentially have an absolute top class centre half, and we've got him. He's our player.
Yep.
Do you know what I'm saying? That's a scary thing, isn't it? But
no, exactly. I mean, it's still there, isn't it? I can hear it.
Yeah.
Bloody thing. No, but at the end of the day, you know, Saliba, I'd love to see him. Hopefully, come January, we don't let him go out on loan. We don't, you know, I hope he puts him in. You know what I mean? I hope he puts him in. We said it from the start, me and you, Diesel, that we wanted him to start with Gabriel. So you know, I want to see it happen. I just want to see it happen, mate. So, NBA Gaming, thank you for your super chat, mate. He said, bro, Konate is a effing baller. Splash the 45 million
I'm on NBA.
on him, and Gabriel for the next 8 to 10 years. Spend smart, pay 60 million for Green, fire right back, give GM the number 9. Martinelli.
Yeah, Gabriel Martinelli.
Yeah.
NBA, man. How are you, bruv? Hope you're good. And thank you for that, mate. Yeah, Konate, watch him. He's good. Very, very good, mate. I think he's better than Upamecano. I really do. But Upamecano, he gets all the headlines. Where for me, I think Konate is the better one. But just touching slightly on that debate you had the other day, yeah, because I think either you or Lee mentioned about, you know, we're not a Chelsea. We haven't got the 200 million to spend. You know, my whole thing on that tell, and I think we've all said it on this chat. For me, it's not so much about the amount, right? Yeah. It's not the amount. It's spending smartly. It's being shrewd. You know, you've only got to look at Leicester. You know, you look at the players Leicester buy. Do you know what I'm saying? And you know, they just slot straight into their team, and they are good players. And a lot of that is because they've got a. And let's be honest, that's no fluke. They do it season in, season out. They've got such a great recruitment team behind them.
Yeah.
You know, and they don't spend 100 million every season. They don't even spend 70, 80 million a season. You know, but they get proper players. So for me, it's not so much the amount, because Man United have spent $1 billion since Fergie left.
Yeah.
Where are they now? You know what I'm saying? It's just, you know, spend it smartly. You know, there are gems out there, mate.
The only difference for me is that what is going on here? Bloody thing. Is that sorry? Can you hear it or not?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yes. Oh, that shouldn't be happening. You got a brand new Mac in you.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I have to restart it afterwards. We're going to have to come off in a minute. But yeah, the difference is for me is at the moment with teams like Chelsea, City, Liverpool, look, they've got a great squad of players already. They've got great subs. Do you know what I mean? We haven't got that at the moment. We haven't. Half of our team, right? Let's be honest. For the last 14 years, we've been slowly going backwards and buying crap. So it's okay for them to just go out and buy, say, 2, 3, 4 players because they've got a great squad behind them anyway. We need a whole new, you know, not a whole new squad, if you know what I mean, Dee, but you know where I'm coming from, didn't you? You know what I mean? We need like at least another 7, 8 great players. We do, realistically, to go out and compete every single year. And then after that, once we've spent the money and we've rebuilt the team, we can do what Chelsea are doing and Man City are doing, where you can just go out and buy two players to freshen up the team like Ferguson used to do. with the fan purses and that. We can't do that. It seems like every year we need to go out and buy at least 5, 6, 7 players because our squad is just not good enough.
Yeah, but a lot of that is because, if we're honest, even since the Wenger days, right, we're just not a club who does what's required.
Yeah,
and a lot of that,
playing Diesel, 14 years of
that. Yeah, you know, we blame the manager, but you know, see, I'm not. I mean, big up Turkish, by the way. I know he was. I see him in our chat the other day. Comments were coming in thick and fast, so I couldn't get to his comments. So if he's watching, big up Turkish, right? But I get what Turkish is saying with regards to the board. You know, I'm not as harsh on the board purely because I know we've spent money here. You know, a lot of the general consensus of a lot of, not all of Arsenal fans, but a lot of them is, you know, Stan, get your checkbook out. I mean, Stan would tell you, he's in our chat now, right? Right? You know what I'm saying? Right? Get it out. You know, spend some money. And I look at it and think, well, we actually have spent money. We've just spent it poorly, right? Do you know what I'm saying? But we've never done what's required, Tal. If we've needed 5 players, we get 2. If we've needed 3 players, we get 1. If we've needed 7 players, we get 3 or 4, right? We've never, ever done, you know, we paper over that crack, but we're exposed over there. Yeah, and when we paper that one, when we fix that one, my God, we've now got another 2 or 3 leaks, right? We've never had a summer where we've plugged that. Right, now we're set, let's go, right?
Exactly.
We've never, and that stems from, that's bigger than the manager for me. That's the club as a whole, right? I keep quoting this, right, what Thierry said, and I'll make him right. Everything's nice at the Arsenal. It's nice, comfortable, you know? Do you know what I mean? It's all Disney, it's all candy floss and, you know what I mean, fluffy clouds and all that crap, right? And that's how the club has become. Do you know what I'm saying? And until we change that, and a lot of that, is a mentality thing. You know, as long as that they're collecting a wage, everything's all rosy, you know, top 10, yeah, we're all right. We'll, you know what I mean? You know, we can all have turkey again this Christmas. We're all right. Do you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah. I don't know,
Danny, you're exactly right. He said, spot on, Terry. Our squad is simply not good enough at the moment. We need world-class players in and not keep changing our managers. Exactly. We need to rebuild. And if we keep changing our managers, we're still going to have the same rooted problem. And that rooted problem is, like I've been saying, for ages and ages and ages. Since that undefeated season, when Wenger should have went on and made us even better than what we was, we've slowly been going backwards and backwards and backwards and backwards and backwards, where the team has been going backwards. The caliber of players that we've been buying have gone backwards, and it's basically left us with nothing. And that's when I say that I hit rock bottom, it weren't just Unai Emery, right? It weren't just Unai, it was the whole situation, the club on the whole, the board, the manager, the players, the caliber of players. I was rock bottom because of all of that. All of that. That is why I wanted to hit the restart button, get a manager in where we can sort of try and give him 2-3 years and back that will put his heart and soul into this club, right? And bring us back up to the levels that we should be at. I'm not interested, me personally, in getting a manager in. So we have to restart that program every single season. I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in building up this club from the bottom and making us great again with one manager. And that's why I wanted Arteta, because I can see him doing that. If he gets the players that he wants, I truly believe that he will bring us up to that level again. I'm not saying that we'll go out and win the Champions League and we'll win the Premier League, but I think we'll be competing again. That's just me personally.
See, I get what Danny's saying, right? We know we need world-class players. And I agree. But what I don't agree with a lot of fans is, I think, I look at this squad we've got, right? That squad, the players we've got, that for me is good enough, should be good enough to at least get top 4, right? Now, for me, if you're not in the Champions League, any world-class player worth his salt, yeah, right? wants Champions League football. Let's be honest, right? Now people can throw, yeah, but you know, well, you know, we got Thomas Partey. All right, that's one. Right, we met his release clause. You know what I'm saying? You know, but let's be honest, you know, if we want world-class and more than one, if we want a few of them, right, we've got to get in the Champions League, right? Let's be honest, right? It just gives us that cachet, doesn't it? For lack of a better word, right? But I honestly think that team we've got, if the players are played in their correct positions, we have got enough, in my opinion, for top four. Right? Man United are piss poor at the moment. That crap team they got there finished third last season. Ain't much has changed from now to 2 months ago. Let's be honest, it's not, is it? That got third. Right, and I look at that thinking, if that can get third, that scum down the road, because I can't stand United, as you know. Right? I hate them more than Tottenham, right? If that got third, why can't we get fourth? Right? Do you know what I'm saying? Yes, we've got a lot of dross here. Right? A lot of that dross aren't playing week in, week out. Right? The players you should be playing are. So I look at that and think that should be enough to get top four. Should. Do you know what I'm saying? You know.
The way I look at it all, obviously a lot of people would say, which he rightly said, Lee Gunner, the other day, and everyone sees that, is that under Unai Emery, the first sort of half of the season, we was good. We went on a 22-game unbeaten run after 2 losses. Yes, I agree with all of that. But what basically he done is that he had his good half a season at the beginning, and then from that half of the season, let's be honest, Diesel, what did we do? What did we do? I know we got to the Europa League final, but if you look at the league position and everything like that, and the games after that, he slowly went backwards after that first half of the season. We should have got Champions League football. That's what I'm saying. We should have got Champions League football under Unai Emery, but we didn't. And then, you know, after that 22-game run unbeaten, yes, we won some good games, but we lost quite a lot of games and all. Right? We have. Let's be honest. I know. Look, we keep talking about it, but Arteta ain't even had a season yet. A whole season, you know what I mean, as a manager of Arsenal yet. He's not had it, right? At the moment, the way I look at it, I'm hoping that we're having a bad start of the season and then it comes good. Hopefully, he's doing it the other way round to Unai. No one knows. We don't know until the end of the season. We can assume and say, oh, he's lost 4 games already. But like I said, Tottenham, they've got 3 games coming up that they could then be on 4 losses like we are. So what's the difference?
The difference is, they've got a top manager.
Yeah, but if that's what I'm saying. So if they've got a top manager, like you're saying, this is what I'm saying. You've got to be consistent in your argument. They've got a top manager and a great manager. Now, if he goes and loses his next 3 games, for instance, and like, for instance, now, you know, there's people out there saying that Arteta needs to go because he's lost 4 games, then surely their brain's got to be saying, and the argument's got to be, Mourinho's got to go then. Why not?
But there's a lot of fans who, you're right.
4-0.
4-0. Right.
4-0, Diesel. Sorry, mate. 4-0.
Oh, sorry, mate. Yeah, right. You're right in what you say about, you know, there are a lot of fans who want him gone.
You or Claude or Lee or anything like that.
Because we've lost 4 games.
Yeah.
You know, but then there was also a lot of fans who just didn't want him in the first place, and I sit in that camp. I'm not being reactive because, you know, we've lost 4 games this season. I mean, Christ, I mean, come on, man. If that was the case, God, managers been getting sacked left, right and centre. You know, but for me, it's true, isn't it? But, like, you know, for me, I just don't, do you know what the issue is, right, with a lot of fans, right?
Good goal. Sorry, mate. Go
on. Right, with the Arsenal, yeah, because they're meant, and I'm on about as a club, Arsenal as a club, right, from the top down, right, to the players, over the years, right, so, you know, when we were growing up, watching the Arsenal, over the years, right, the mentality has dropped. It has, if we're honest, it has, right? Standards. You know, we used to have high standards back in the day. We don't anymore, right? Anything we'll do now, right? But because the club's mentality has gone lower over the years, lower like that, a lot of fans have followed suit and gone with it, right? But there's still a lot of fans who have kept theirs up there. So when Arsenal's are going like that, right, those fans, and if I'm honest with you, you know, and I'm not being taken the piss here, a lot of those fans I know are sort of our age or above, right? Who've been known longer than us, me, you know, right? They've kept that because it's like, you know, once you've tasted steak, you're not going to a burger till. You want to stay at the table, you know, you want to, you know, a seat at the top table. And when you've tasted like success, it's very hard to see what you're seeing now, right? And I think that's what it is. So the way I look at it, I still class Arsenal as a big club. You know, we are the 3rd biggest club in this country, massive, you know, worldwide. You know, a job like that. And I said to you before, it would have made more sense if Guardiola had left Man City. It would have made more sense for Arteta to have stepped into that because it would have been a seamless like transition, right? To come into this, right? I mean, this is a big job for anyone. Yeah. Anyone, like the best manager out there. He's got a job in his hands. To give it to a rookie who's never managed, that for me, Till, is suicide. Yeah. It's suicide. And as much as fans, we can sit here now and say, yeah, but Alex, I know you're, you know, an Arteta fan, but let's be honest, if that was your business or your company, you wouldn't do that. You wouldn't, especially coming off the back of what happened last season, our worst league position. I mean, come on, Till. But
that's one negative, don't forget. That's one negative, our worst league position. It ain't our worst league position ever, don't forget. Our worst league position for a little while. Yeah, I grant you that. Don't forget, he won 2 trophies still. Something that the manager before didn't do. The manager with experience, this is what I'm trying to say. The manager with experience, what everybody keeps talking about, that came in, that tried to do it for Arsenal, didn't do it. He could have done it. He should have done it. Well, we should have got us into the Champions League. And that ain't even a trophy. That's not even a trophy. He should have got us in there. That experienced manager that everyone keeps talking about, that they want, he did not do it. And like you said, everything that's wrong about Arteta, about that he hasn't got the experience, he come and done it with the players that Emery had. This is what I don't understand with the argument. Emery had all of them players that Arteta won the final with for that first half of the season. And yet, he went on the worst run for, 26 years?
Emery had a massive league. Come on, Tell. Emery had the worst. Come on.
No, in that second season. I'm not talking about the first season. In that second season, if you look at all them players that played in the final, Emery had them all for that season. Right? Emery had half a season that season. And the reason why he got sacked is because he was on the worst run for over 20 years for Arsenal. And it was only because of one game, and Pepe, I think, saved him. It would have been the worst for about 80 years.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. But my question to you, this is what I keep asking, right? I know you don't like the man. I know you don't like him, right? But take that hatred you've got for him. Take that off for a minute, right? No, you hate him, right? I'm going to say that now because I know he's in the chat watching, right?
It's not hatred. Honestly, it's not.
But what I don't get is if the things that are going on now that were going on under him, right? The abuse that man got, the same things that are going on now under Arteta, he gets a pass. Now, my question to you is why? Surely, Till, what's good for the goose is good for the gander, right? So surely what goes for one must go for the other, right? Listen, you know, Charlie, listen, I know look, Terry's your boy. You're going to back him no matter what, yeah?
No, he's not backing me. He's not backing me. He truly believes.
Come on, the community, come on. Charlie, you've been watching longer than me.
It's a trophy. It's a trophy. Listen, it's a trophy, no matter what you do.
The mighty Arsenal, right? We're getting excited over a bloody...
No, we're not getting excited.
That's how far we've fallen, Tell. It's things like that, right? No, that's right. Do you know what, right? Mourinho, yeah, right? When he lost, yeah, that's why I loved, right, what he did, right? He's run us up middle when he threw it up in the audience, right? Threw it up in the air, right? Didn't want it. A lot of people saw that and thought, you arrogant bastard. Me, I saw that and thought, do you know what? That's a winner. Seconds? Nah. First or nothing. I don't do seconds. And do you know what, Till? That mentality, not just in football, in life, will take you far. Yeah? Just because the club have dropped their mentality, don't you drop yours. Right?
I think it's the other way around. It doesn't matter what competition you're in. You should
want to wind me up, Malik, isn't he?
Yeah, no matter what competition you're in, you should want to win. Surely, you should want to win it. It doesn't matter what competition.
Win it. But all we do is brag about it, Tell.
No, listen. But why not
celebrate on the day? Great. No, move on.
Why don't people say?
You talk about the FA Cup all the time, Tell. It's fish and chip paper, mate. It's fish and chip. It's last season, Tell. It's done.
It's a trophy. Is it a trophy or not? Is it a trophy? Does it go on the record?
It's a trophy, but we won it. We did the stream together. It's great. It's done. It's in the past. Park it up. Let's go.
Right. Exactly. Right.
Yeah, but you won an FA Cup. Yeah, but you won an FA Cup. Arteta's fucked up today. Yeah, but you won an FA Cup.
Listen. What you just said, Diesel, is absolutely brilliant. Right. We won it. Let's lock it up and let's get it. Let's lock up the Emery thing. He didn't win anything. We're past him now. Let's stop talking about Emery. Do you know what I mean?
No.
Hold up. He didn't do anything. He didn't do any of that. That's what I'm saying. People are still going on about Emery and as if like we won something, like we're celebrating it. I don't care that we got.
No, it's not.
I don't care that he got to the final. I don't care that he got to the final, and I don't care that we got 1 point off. It does not matter. You might have all the facts and saying that he done this and he done that. He's got more wins. He's got less losses than Arteta or whatever. Where is the achievement for that? Where is the achievement?
Yeah.
Diesel, where is the achievement? What achievement do we get for that?
But you're see what you're doing, right? See what you're basically saying. You're giving off the impression that I want Emery back, right? I don't. I'm not saying that. I just don't get how that man, right? How that man gets abuse for making the same mistakes that Arteta makes, and yet Arteta gets a free pass, and Emery doesn't. That's not me saying I want Emery back. That's me saying, hang on a minute, if you're going to hammer that man, right, because of A, B, and C, then when this man over here does A, B, and C, he should get the same treatment as what that man got. He doesn't, and I want to know why. And come on, Sel, let's be honest. Right, it's like aubameyang, right? Me and you slate Jack all the time. We can't stand him, right? But we think he's rubbish, yeah. But whenever aubameyang does a poor performance, and I say something about it, can't say that. It's the same thing. Certain people get preferential treatment, and I'm all about equality. Tell what goes for one must go for the other.
Yeah. Listen,
you not at least agree with me on that.
We're going to have to listen. We're going to have to end it because obviously, you know what I mean.
I'm a service on.
There's a couple of quick ones I want to get in, right? CG, Unai Emery, 78 matches, managed 58 wins. Fantastic. That is absolutely fantastic, right? I totally agree with you. The stats don't lie. But what's the achievement? What achievement did we get? Did we get a medal? Did we get a trophy? Are we supposed to celebrate that as fans? If that's what we're going to celebrate then, and not trophies and try and win stuff, then that's fair enough. That's where the standard has dropped in my eyes, right? That's where the standard.
Oh my God! Listen, mate. Listen, I'll tell you something now, right? You said, right, we finished 8th last season, yeah, right. So I'm sure if we finish 7th or 6th, right. Say 7th, right, because it's one place above where we were last. If we finish, right, to you that's progress. To me, that's crap.
Right, that's an if.
That's crap. That's mentality dropping, mate. That's mentality.
Hold up. That's a big if. That's a big if, like I said.
No. That's what I just said. If. That's what I said. If we finish 7th this season, you would look at that and think, well, hang on a minute, 8th last season, 7th. Right, we've moved up one spot. Progress.
Right.
No. Don't be blinded by that crap.
If we didn't draw to Crystal Palace and we won, we would have got Champions League. If we didn't go to Brighton and lose,
right, it scored. But no one talks about that. You know why, Tell? Because it's Aubameyang. Right, he's bigger than the club. He knows all the fans on Instagram. Right, so I'm saying he does his live. That's why no one can say nothing about him. Fuck him. Right.
Thank you. That's a lovely comment, mate. Thank you very much for that. There was another one. There was a couple. You've done it for me now, dudes. They're all gone. I've lost them now. Chelsea 2012 saying Terry out. Of course you want me out because you want these boys to keep reminding the Chelsea fans that we was in the Europa League and that we absolutely got annihilated and you embarrassed us. Of course you do. I understand that. I don't want to talk about that no more. But thank you very much for your comment, mate. I do appreciate it. Ricardo saying, bring back Emery.
Hey.
There was another one.
Listen,
Diesel
look.
facts. Sedan saying Diesel talking facts.
Zinedine.
Yeah, we did say Spain are 4-0, mate. We did say Spain are 4-0. Alan, and exactly right. Let's end it with this. Alan, you're exactly right. It's all if and buts. We don't know what's going to happen yet. Let's wait until the end of the season. We're still in all 4 competitions. Let's be honest. It's all up in the air. And, you know, and there was the other one. There was another one that said, Terry, do you realise that we could lose the next 3 games? Well, obviously we can. But why can't you look at it on the other side and say we could win the 3? It's like Arsenal fans don't want us to win the next 3 games. That's what it's like. That's what it's like looking at. It's like, well, we're going to lose it, and that's it anyway. So let's just sack him now. We could win them 3 games. I'm not saying that we will, but why not just look at it like that? Why not wait and see first?
Because realism, innit?
Well, we will see. That's what I'm saying. It's realism. To be honest, people didn't want Arteta in to begin with, and look what he's done already. That's what I'm saying. He's won a cup already, which the manager beforehand couldn't do. I don't understand it. Why people can't get that?
Alexander, so sorry, mate. I think we've missed one of his super chats, and I can't get it up. Yeah. Alexander, sorry, mate. My apologies. I was just sorry. I must have missed it when I was schooling Terry. Can you put it in again, mate? Don't pay for it. Just put it in, and yeah, we'll read it out. Apologies, mate. Sorry. Lucky that I'm a celebrity, so I'm going to get saved by the bell tell, because I was just about to obviously really go to town, but
well, listen,
I'll let you off.
I think I've schooled you for too long now, and you did.
You must have been a comedian in the former life.
Oh dear.
Oh, bless you.
Where is he? Come on.
Where else you sleep at night, Tel?
Always. Well, listen. You know I don't sleep overnight.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Oh. Mind you, you're up with me half the night, so it don't matter. So.
Yeah, true. Unai, Terry, I'm so sorry. I'm living rent free in your head. Come on, Unai. Come on. Joe, can you imagine, right, if that, like, all joking aside, can you imagine if that actually was him? Do you know what? Never know.
Bloody hell, that'd be good, eh?
Come on, DVS. Love you, mate. Love you. Another real one. Legends. Love it. Come on. You guys are the legends. You guys watching. 221 people watching. What's the likes? I can't. Hang on.
Have a look.
134. Yeah. I want more, but that's acceptable. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much. Anyone else in the chat who's about to watch I'm a Celeb or who's watching it now? Let us know. Tonight's the Bush.
I need to obviously go now, because otherwise I won't be able to get it in before I go to work. That's why I need to jump off.
Cool. All right, no worries.
Emery can't speak. I was just looking to see if he'd done it. Listen, who was it? Alexander, honestly, mate, so sorry that we missed it. If you can't put it in now and you want your money back, mate, we'll reimburse you. Or,
of course,
next time, just put it in the next one and we'll read it straight out without putting a super chat in, mate. Yeah? But really sorry that we missed that, mate. MN, thank you very much, mate. Really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, Dad.
Big up, Charles.
Yeah, I don't know if he's still in it, to be honest. Thank you.
Diego, top man. Thank you, mate. Thank you very much.
Listen, look, just keep everyone, please put your notification bell on, especially this week.
Yeah, Claude's not on the stream tonight. He's watching Babe Station. We tried to get him off, but yeah, he's hooked at the moment. So yeah, we thought we'd leave him to it. Oh, me and my big mouth.
Bullshit.
Listen, Claude.
I just want to come on and say, look, I want to give an apology to, if we're taking moderators off, it's not because we think it's you that's doing it. It's just we got to we've got to assess bit by bit. So we'll take you.
Well, as you can see,
people are taking comments off just for no reason.
Yeah,
we need to sort. We're not particular. And let's get this straight now. No one is particularly getting blamed. It's just we're just taking what we're doing. We're taking 3 or 4 off at one time, taking another 3 or 4, and then we might find out who's doing it. But other than that, no one is getting blamed, or no one is being picked on or doing this. So how can I say it? It's just one of these things. But we can't have people trying to damage this channel. Especially we can't have people coming over from another channel and trying to damage our channel either.
Exactly. We're working too hard to build it up, Claude. Exactly, mate.
Exactly. So, thank you, boys, for a good.
5-0, by the way, Claude. Diesel 5-0 now, Spain.
Yeah,
Christ, really?
Yeah, 5-0. So
exactly. Well, 5-0. That's incredible scoreline, and I think Murat has had one of those nights, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's having a good night.
Exactly, Arsenal manic, mate. Yeah, totally agree. We don't need loads, but yeah, it's obviously it's an important job. You know what I mean? Because obviously, when we're on here, very hard to monitor the chat room when we're on here.
We'll sort this out. We'll get it sorted, because it's not. As I say, we've got to find out who it is and who's doing it. No one is particularly getting the blame. Not one person.
No one's getting the blame. We're just trying to, you know.
We have to look at this, and we've got to look at. We've got to cover our backs here, because it's getting silly. I think tonight's been okay, actually.
Yeah,
nothing's happened, but well done, boys, for doing that tonight. Sorry I couldn't join, and my head is really banging. It's all the carry on what's been going on in the last couple of days with these phone calls and everything like that. And well, what can I say? Yeah, take it off now, mate. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, everyone. Really appreciate you all in the chat. Once again, it's been an absolutely cracking night. Diesel, been a great night. We're
gonna laugh, haven't we? It's been it's been all right. Listen, it's all about having a bit of banter, talking a bit of footy, you know, conversing with you guys in the chat. Like I said earlier on, you know, we're not going to be that channel who just ignores you guys, or whether it be a comment, a super chat, whatever it is. You know, we talk from start to finish. Let's be honest, from start to finish on here, we always we're talking to each other, but we're also focused on the chat room as well, and try and get as many comments as we can up. And that's it, really, mate. That's it. You know, listen, it's usual suspects in here all the time. Lone Star, I know you don't agree with me. I know. See, Lone Star's a bit of a flip-flop, really, isn't he? Because, like, let's be honest, he's your mate, then he's my mate, then he goes back to you, then he flirts and has an affair with me. You're like the wife, I'm the mistress. I'll get Lone Star every now and again for, you know, the odd weekend, but long-term longevity, mate, you're the wife, aren't you? You're the one he goes back to. So, Lone Star, you know. As long as I get a bit of you, mate, I'm happy. You know what I'm saying?
It's been brilliant.
No, I love you all, man. I love you all.
Exactly. Until next time, everyone. Peace out. Have a good night. All stay safe. See you again soon. Thanks a lot.
Love you. It's time to go.